Chael Sonnen says Conor McGregor's championship run is over, but he's not aware of it. Chael Sonnen believes that Conor McGregor's championship run is over. After these strong statements, Sonnen used as an example Brazilian fighter Rafael Dos Anjos, who recently said he had his last title run. Although Sonnen doesn't believe McGregor will regain the belt, he still expects the Irishman to continue to fill stadiums.
I tell you, Conor McGregor's championship time is done. Conor McGregor's record-setting isn't. Conor McGregor's live gate is not. Conor McGregor's pay-per-view, these things are not done. His time in the spotlight and his time as a main event, these are not done.
Do you think there's a chance McGregor could become champion again? Or do you agree with Sonnen's opinion? Comment what you think about McGregor's future in the UFC. Alexander Volkanovski sends a warning to Conor McGregor. Alexander Volkanovski issued an amusing warning to McGregor after the Irishman shot at internet sensation Hasbulla. On his social media, McGregor said, "I'd love to boot that little gimp Hasbulla over a goal post," tweeted the Notorious. "How much to get him on the volley? Little smelly inbred. I'm gonna make it my mission to score a three-pointer with him one day, on the guard." In response, UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski said that Conor would have to get past him before dealing with Hasbulla. UFC President Dana White reveals Khabib Nurmagomedov recently turned down his offer for a match. Dana White has recently revealed that Khabib Nurmagomedov turned down a grappling match offer. The 33-year-old former UFC lightweight champion Khabib retired from the octagon with an astonishing record of 29 wins and 0 losses. That's why the day he decided to retire from the sport. His fans were shocked with his decision. In his interview after his last fight, Khabib said, "There's no way I'm going to be back without my father. When UFC called me about Justin, I spoke with my mother for 3 days. She doesn't know how I fight without father, but I promised it's going to be my last fight, and if I give my word, I have to follow it." Despite this, Dana decided to ask Khabib if after 3 years he had changed his mind. Take a look at Dana White's recent statements and thoughts about Khabib's future as a fighter.
Yeah, no, Khabib's retired. It's funny that you asked, it's weird that you asked me that question, actually. I just reached out to him recently to see if he was interested in something. He's like, "I'm retired, brother. I'm done." So I don't think Khabib ever comes back.
But you tried, though.
Well, it was something different. I was trying to get him to do a grappling match.
And he didn't want any part of that either.
He's like, "I'm done. I'm retired."
Why do you think he feels that strongly about that when you know he's got so much he could still do if he wanted to?
I think that when his father passed away, that was a wrap for him, and he's just focused on training other guys and helping them become world champions.
Islam Makhachev dismisses Charles Oliveira's claims that he turned down fighting in Brazil. In a recent interview with ESPN MMA's Brett Okamoto, Islam Makhachev denied that he turned down a fight against Charles Oliveira in Brazil. He also noted that Oliveira has tried to avoid him numerous times and look for easier opponents. Despite this, Makhachev has acknowledged that he would be willing to face Oliveira anywhere and believes he has everything he needs to beat him.
When they offered this fight, I say doesn't matter where. I told him I'm gonna come to the Brazil with sit in my horse and come to Brazil. I tell you, say doesn't matter where and when. I wanted the title fight, and this guy trying to run. He say I want to McGregor or Nate, but he want an easy fight. He tried to make some easy fight, but I told you, it doesn't matter where, Brazil, Abu Dhabi, or some other place.
Islam Makhachev says Kamaru Usman 100% defeats Lucky Leon Edwards in trilogy. Kamaru Usman has faced Leon Edwards twice. After Edwards snatched the championship title from him, UFC President Dana White and Usman are waiting for a trilogy. However, Islam Makhachev believes Leon Edwards doesn't stand a chance against Kamaru Usman, and that the former champion will crush him if a third showdown happens.
Edwards lucky because he beat him all 5 rounds. Almost like first round, he take him down, take his back, but other round he beat him very easy, take him down many times and like smash him there. But this is when they gonna fight again, like rematch, 100%. I think Kamaru is gonna beat him.
Paddy Pimblett weights himself on Steve-O's show and comes in more than 50 pounds over the lightweight limit. Paddy Pimblett is famous for putting on massive weight in between his fights. In his recent appearance on Steve-O's Wild Ride, a podcast hosted by Steve-O, famed member of the American TV series and movies Jackass, he stepped on the scales. Just 5 weeks after his victory over Jordan Leavitt, Paddy Pimblett gained more than 50 pounds over the lightweight limit of 156 pounds.
Code Steve-O for 15% off at checkout. Now let's see how much Paddy weighed. 206.6.
But he's got clothes on.
Right.
They had heavy them.
Dude, that's like really cool. I mean, he was saying, dude, you're gonna do that. Like, you can't ask gonna get on a scale. And I was like, I don't think it would be like.
I weighed myself before in 540. I was 202.
Glover Teixeira on Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Glover Teixeira believes Israel Adesanya has no chance against Alex Pereira. The former light heavyweight champion is convinced that his training partner, Alex Pereira, is going to defeat the last stylebender. In addition, Glover has said that Israel's style doesn't match up well with Alex's, which is why he believes his friend will become the new middleweight champion.
Cara, o Poatan tá no foco do MMA agora, muito forte, muito focado, disciplinado, cara extremamente no objetivo dele, focado no objetivo dele, entendeu? Ele vai buscar essa vitória porque ele acredita 100% no coração, que ele consegue aí a confiança, a cabeça. E assim, o Adesanya é um tremendo lutador, ele vai fazer um jogo... eu não vou falar o jogo que ele vai, que a gente acha que ele vai fazer, porque talvez ele vai querer fazer.
Ele não fala português, ele não vai entender.
Mas não importa também, porque na verdade é o jogo deles, entendeu? Aquele jogo de ficar saindo ali, mas o Poatan tem uma distância muito boa e, cara, a pressão é diferenciada.
But what do you think about it? Do you think Alex Pereira has a chance against middleweight champion Israel Adesanya? We'll be reading you in the comments. That's all for today, folks. If you want to know the latest UFC news, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, and click the like button so you don't miss any details about the upcoming fights. Thanks for watching. See you soon.